Hi, everyone. Happy Wednesday to you. I'm Daniela Platt. I'm here today with Roosevelt Morris. Roosevelt, I'm going to stop recording. Okay. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Looking Good with Daniela, a talk show for creatives and entrepreneurs who do it all despite it all. I'm Daniela Platt. I am a tastemaker, a known vibrant ball of energy, and I am on a mission to make sure everyone's art and heart and message is out in the world. Thank you for joining on my show. I truly love to interview people who truly make others' lives better. This show is here to inspire you. Thank you so much. Today, I'm here with Roosevelt Morris, a friend of mine who I met during COVID, and he's got incredible things to share with us. So welcome, Roosevelt Morris, to Looking Good with Daniela.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for having me, Daniela. It's good to be here.
It's really funny. So I'm just going to read your bio, but then I'm going to share what I think could be a really good bio for you as well. So I'll just introduce you. Roosevelt Morris is an award-winning funding financial expert, an author, and a retired U.S. Marine. He spent 9 years in the finance industry, analyzing his own funding successes and failures. He took the knowledge he learned to become an expert in funding industry, and he's on a mission ever since to ensure that no business ever suffers the pain he endured to achieve success. Through his company, 133 Approved Funding Incorporated, Roosevelt helps provide financial resources to small businesses to start, grow, and expand. Essentially, what you shared with me earlier today is you're here to talk about the I can't afford it syndrome. You are the American dream turned American nightmare and back to the American dream. You've had it all, you lost it all. And now not only do you have it all again, you want to make sure everybody else has it again. You lost your job, you lost your wife, you lost your kids, you lost your money, you lived in the car, and then one day in Goodwill, it all changed. Tell us, Roosevelt, tell us about you. That is a crazy story.
But that is a crazy story. Well, I was starting out. I was, standard thing in corporate America, and going around helping people do other businesses, basically to helping banks and things of this nature. Long story short, got back from a trip in Dominican Republic and was instantly told by HR. I said, "Well, hey, Mr. Morris, fortunately, while you were gone, we had a reduction in force, and effective immediately, you no longer work here. You need your ID, your American Express, and your Diners Club." Okay. HR's ready. I mean, security's at your door with your box, and we thank you for your service. So, yeah, and from that point on, it all went downhill. I went home, and when I got home, there was a moving van there. My wife was moving because I traveled too much. She was lonely, whatever. And she hadn't been paying the mortgage. She had been setting herself up. So within 2 weeks after that, I lost the house. So I lost my job, a multi-six-figure income, my wife, my children, my house. And only thing I had was my midlife crisis gift to me was Mercedes-Benz S550 AMG that I lived in after trying to maintain my lifestyle over the next 6 months, staying at Ritz-Carlton, Marriott's, and things like that. Just make sure nobody knew that I was suffering, trying to start a business, couldn't do it. And so one night I was taking a bird bath in my beautiful mobile home. And
mobile home Mercedes-Benz.
And I got an epiphany by looking at the traffic light that was blinking on and off. As I was doing that, I realized that I had to do something. I couldn't live in my car forever. And so understanding that I went from living an American dream and dropping to the American nightmare, I decided that I was going to go and get a job, go back into corporate America, which I didn't want to do. And I went in and, having hit rock bottom, I was sitting there looking at the ties and I heard someone say, "Sergeant Morris." And I thought I was having a nervous breakdown because nobody should have known me in that area. So I was expecting to be picked up off the ground, taken on a stretcher to the hospital because I had a nervous breakdown. I heard again, Sergeant Morris. And it happened to be an ex-Marine friend of mine who said I saved his life
Wow.
while boots in the sand overseas. I didn't, so Sergeant, you do your job. And your job is to make sure every Marine comes home. If you go out, you all come back together. And so anyway, he was in charge of that Goodwill, and they were having a seminar today on finance and starting into the financial industry. And so he put me in that program, and I haven't looked back since because it helped me start my business. And then I was able to help other people's business. So I said, from this point forward, this is what I'm going to do. And so that's where I am. I got a new wife. My kids are with me, periodically. And I have a new house. So, hey.
Oh, so you're no longer living in the car.
No more living in the car.
No more living in the car.
I have that car and it still looks brand new because it was my mobile home. And so I will never give that car up. So
that's your symbol of American dream, American nightmare. I'm rebuilding and being open to opportunities. Just you're in the right place at the right time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's where miracles lie. Completely. So you mentioned, I love to interview people that can help creatives, small businesses really just grow and thrive. We all rise together. You mentioned that you help people with this is in your words, I can't afford it syndrome. What is the I can't afford it syndrome? How do people stop playing small, play big? What is it?
Well, you know how you're in front of your client, you have a product or service, you introduce it, they love it, everything, and then you tell them what the investment is, and then they say, I can't afford that. Okay, they need it, they want it, it's good for them, but they can't afford it. Or let's say, for example, in the fashion industry, like yourself, you have a person who wants to buy that bulk inventory on sale of material and things like that, or they have inventory they want to sell, but they don't have the material and the funds to market for it, or they want to open a store and things of this nature, they just don't have it. Okay. So what we do is we make sure that never comes up. If someone says I can't afford it, we provide you a solution for them to say, well, hey, let's see if we can get you financed. If I don't have to pay $5,000 up front or $1,000 every month for the next 3 months, because the first thing that's going to go, a person will keep their cable bill, $50 cable bill, and they'll drop your program, your $500 a month program.
Right.
It's easy. They'll keep the cable bill, and your program is not as important because people keep what they need. But what we do is we make sure that the affordability issue is not an issue. And so your client can get what they need to promote, to build, and increase their lifestyle and improve their life and keep that American dream that they have alive and prosper.
You're truly a hidden secret. We just don't want small businesses, retailers, brands out there, whatever business, fashion, lifestyle. We just don't want people to give up. Cash flow, cash is king, cash flow is king. What's some of the magic that you can offer?
I like that. I think I'm gonna use that. Magic money. No.
Magic Roosevelt Morris. Yeah.
So what we can do is because businesses need those three things: cash, credit, and financing. Okay. So what we provide initially with the cash, 0% financing for startups, for established businesses, for doctors, lawyers, anybody, 0% financing, 0% lines of credit for up to 20 months.
20 months?
Yeah, up
More
to
than,
20.
That's a lot. Great.
Up to 20 months. And we provide consumer finances for established businesses or startups or internet marketing companies who have clients who have, high-end products that can increase your product so they can afford it, they can get it, and you can grow. Even if you started business yesterday and you have a high-end product, you can start making money right away. And if you have inventory, you've got something with, let's say, Marshall Fields or J.C. Penney's or Walmart, and you're doing accounts receivable, we can help you in that area too. That way, you don't go out of business waiting for the company to pay you. That where you can get the money up, front, and you can continue to build while we wait to get paid. You've already gotten paid, and you can continue to grow your business. So we have several areas to do it, and also credit counseling. So most people have issues with credit. That's why they can't get loans. So in our experience, we realized that was the issue. And so with businesses, so we have a credit counseling and credit repair service so to help clients clear their credit and make sure that they're more desirable to banks and we're collection, funding agencies to be able to address their issues and their needs. So we provide education as well as funding, because if you're not educated, you go in and you'll take whatever you think, whatever people give you, and put yourself deeper into debt. And debt is good, but misused and misdirected debt is bad. So we helped you in all those areas because first and foremost, credit. We need credit for everything from from rent to cars to homes, even life insurance, even car insurance. We need credit. So we help you with that, everything.
What I love is that you make it sound easy. I feel like there's a lot of people out there that have these great small businesses, whatever category it might be, whether they're a doctor or they're fashion brand, lifestyle. Their business is not money, and they don't know what the money that comes in is what they spend. They don't realize that there's solutions out there that can help them. And you're this hidden secret. You really make it available to them. But another thing that I know specifically about you is you don't chase the money. You want people to live their dreams. Why do you love this business so much? Tell us some of your success stories.
Well,
warning to everybody, he might make you cry, or you're definitely going to get the goosebumps.
I will have to go back to when I was in the insurance industry. That's the first area of funding that I started in, because when I'm in the business of providing hope and success to people when they have their dreams or with their livelihood. Because in the insurance industry, when a person has lost everything, they lost their loved one, who they lost their partner, they're under the guise of losing their homes and cars and everything. But when they've invested in themselves, and when I was my first insurance client that I ever delivered a check to was a 24-year-old young lady. She had 3 little kids, and she had lost her 28-year-old husband in a car accident. Okay? And when I was able to bring her that check, that $350,000 check, and to see her go from feeling defeated and having these puffy eyes, having cried because she didn't know how she's going to take care of kids, what she was going to do, paying her house, because her husband was working all the time. She didn't know. So when I was able to give her that check for $350,000, and to see her face go from desperate and lost and hopeless to brighten up, and God, I literally saw the circles and the thick skin, fill up in her face, go back to a healthy look. To see that. I love to see the blood and the life come back into people when they see that there is hope. Okay, it's like
that's your purpose.
There's hope, and you see. I'm
telling you, everybody, I got the feels.
Yeah, I love it.
But the purpose, it's you have the ability to change somebody's life, and you're totally driven by that moment where somebody is they think it's over, and
right.
And they wish that they knew you sooner.
Absolutely. Or they didn't change like this. There's a pizzeria here, right here in Miami that was, she had the choice of either sell, taking a second mortgage on a home
Mm-hmm.
or just losing a pizzeria. But it was her dream to be to have that pizzeria. She had just started for more than, 6 months before. Fortunately for her, that 6 months was key because right as COVID hit, she got hit and she had to decide, what to do. And what would have happened if she had not taken funding would have been she would have lost her business and lost her house and everything because she had nothing else to fall back on. But fortunately, that day I went in to get a homemade pizza. And so
Was it
you're
hot?
directed to areas that you need to go. I didn't really want a pizza, but I thought about homemade pizza, and I said, well, I get what I want today. And so going in and just talking to her, and she broke down. And so we sat and we talked. And when I told her there was a way where we could potentially help her, we filled out the application right then and there online because I had my iPad with me. Filled out the application right then and there. And she was approved right then for a consult because everything was in place. She didn't know that she was about to throw away everything because most time people, they you use your own savings, your own money, which she had done, or you go to friends and family, which she had done. That's all that was lost. Then you go to the bank, and the bank looks at your portfolio and everything, and all the bank says is, well, we can't help you because you're not making enough money or you're overextended, and that's it. Most people think that's it, and that's where she was at a loss. But where we come in is that we educate you on where you are. Okay, we know
Mhm.
how you got there because and then we give you a solution to how to get out. Now, whether you follow that solution or not, it's up to you. But we provide you a solid solution on how to get out, and we can help you follow that plan. And within 6 months to a year, you're out. You're out of that problem, depending on how big it is. You're out of that problem, and you're flourishing and prospering. Because our premise is no business should go out of business. So our premise is to make sure every business stays in business, whether you're a doctor, lawyer, veterinarian, internet marketing company, florist, or even these fashionistas that we have here, you
Fashion to
know?
pizzerias.
Yeah.
Well, I have a joke that I like to say, like, nobody should eat cold pizza. You're better than that. So that's a great story about how you went and you were able to help this woman in the pizzeria. She was at a point of despair. She didn't know where she could turn, and you were able to keep her in business. You could keep her ovens on. You can eat hot pizza.
Right.
You deserve hot pizza. Nobody should eat cold pizza. You're better than that. And you saved her. I love your success stories, and I think they're applicable to all businesses. Fashion. It's just when we work in fashion or we build a lifestyle brand, finance is not what we love. We love art and color and music and communication and community and all the glitz and the glamour. Finance, we have to rely on you. And I really love that you're a hidden secret. Any 2 or 3 tips? We're in a post-COVID world. My friends in Canada seem to still be on lockdown. My friends here in Los Angeles are calling me to go out. Any like bites of wisdom, any 2 or 3 tips you could share for people as they're pivoting back into the world? What should they be aware of? How can they plan for going forward?
Absolutely. Well, the first thing I would say is manage your credit because your credit can make you or break you or take you out. Okay. And as a matter of fact, what I'm providing to your listeners today is a free how to boost your credit from 100 to 200 points, even if your credit sucks. I'm providing that to you and your clients where they can get the absolute free and just take those 5 steps to improve their credit, which gives them a better chance to do whatever they need to do, whether it's take that trip or build that business. Okay. So I'll provide that to you and you can send it out to whoever asks for it.
Okay, cool. How do they get it?
Um, they can just text. They can text. Yeah, okay, brain freeze. They can they can text fund me to 26786, or I've got another link that I'll put in there later for them. You can just send it out to anybody that requests. Just request it, and
I think you said looking good, actually.
right, right. You're looking good at. You're
Or fund me, looking good.
looking good, looking good. And that
Okay,
way,
so
your credit and your business will be looking good after you clear up your credit. Okay. Now, the one tip I'll say is that know your business. Know what a lot of clients that come to me, they don't know their business. They're passionate about the fashion, and they're passionate about being doctors and helping little puppies and things like that, but they don't know their numbers. Okay. So when they come and say, oh, well, I think I want about, or um, I was thinking I could get about, there's nobody. You have to know your numbers so that, the risk factor and the comfort level for funders or banks or anybody that you're gonna loan money to will be there. Okay. So know your numbers. And then from that point on, you can pretty much do anything. Mhm.
know your numbers. Okay. Credit and numbers. Okay, cool. So this is a great talk. I want for everybody to know that you're a hidden secret, that nobody should despair. You're in the business to keep businesses going. I love that story. So again, okay, so where can people find you? Repeat your offer again, and where can people find you?
Well, there's a free offer of the boost 5 steps to boost your credit
Okay.
by 100 to 200 points, even if it sucks. It's free to you and your listeners, and you can go to Looking Good. Just text Looking Good to 26786, and then that'll come to you right away. And also, if you are wanting to look at funding, get a free consult, you can still do the same thing, Looking Good at 26786, and that would be in with the credit profile document. Okay.
I just love that you're offering a dream to people. People should not walk away from their dreams. They shouldn't walk away from their business. They can be educated, and it can get so confusing.
Absolutely.
People just want partners that take care of all of that, so they can just go back and step back into their zone of greatness and do what they do, knowing that the finances are taken care of. I feel like that's really the thing. I just need to know that my finances, when I make my samples, when I roll production, when I go to a trade show, when I hit that next event, when I get that next order, I have a locked up solid team of financial experts and advisors. They just know how to do it. Like, I don't have to worry about that. That's not my expertise. We have you in our corner. Thank you so much.
That you're focused on your business. We'll do the financing for you.
I love that. I love that. Thank you so much, Roosevelt, for joining me today. It's a real treat.
I love being here.
It's so good to see you. I know we met during COVID on many Zoom chats with many different coaches. Right. And here we are today.
I'm glad we're here. I love your energy. I love what you're doing for people. And so it was a pleasure being here. It was my pleasure to be here.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm on a mission to make sure everybody's art and their heart gets out in the world. That's my mission. I want to interview as many people as possible that I can really help and tell their story. So that's what I'm here to do. I'm Daniela Platt, for those of you who didn't realize that in this whole conversation. This is Looking Good with Daniela. We also have Looking Good with Daniela and Tea Coffee. That is our streaming TV show where we interview fashion and lifestyle creatives. We had on the other day, New York Fashion Week. We're so excited to hear that it's coming back in September. Doesn't that make you feel really good? New York is opening, the world is opening. We had on a swim designer from Nautica, and she kind of shared some looks about, let's get your toes back in the sand, even if it means wearing a cover up. So I'm super excited about the shows. If it helps anybody out there, we have, what I do also is I help people with branded and promotional apparel, but in the real world knows it as merch. So if anybody out there needs some help with merch, I'm here to help you have hats, shirts, anything you can do to take your message from above the keyboard into the street, get seen, get noticed. show off your art. I'm here for you. My personal collection is called Jungle. And what's nice about Jungle is I get to also partner with some charities. Right now we have a mug that's supporting, there was some devastation happening in the Amazon back in February. So our mug and pillow bundle, it's to save the Amazon rainforest. You can find everything about me for our shows, whether you want merch or you want to shop the Jungle collection and support the Amazon, find everything, including where to find Roosevelt 26786, and the code is looking good. Find everything at www.daniela.today. It is my pleasure to keep sharing incredible voices, and I hope that, you know, Roosevelt, I really want people to call you, and I really encourage everybody. There's no reason that somebody shouldn't call you. If you have a business, you have to make the most money possible and be as smart about it. There's no reason that people shouldn't call you. So I encourage everybody, check out my friend Roosevelt, who's gonna help you. He always has great ideas, super energy. Thank you so much. Bye.